So in a previous video, we've already gone through the steps of buying a home. Well, one of the very first steps is finding a good realtor. Now, this may be 2 years out. You're thinking about buying a home. You know you want to buy one. You just don't know how to go about it, or you think, I'm never going to be able to afford it. Real estate is so expensive right now. Maybe I'll wait until the prices go down. Well, the best thing to do is to find a good realtor. Now, you need to know that there's a difference between a realtor and a real estate agent. So you want to find a realtor. A realtor is someone who is a member of the National Board of Realtors. They are involved with the Salt Lake Board of Realtors. And most of them work full time. Not all, but most of them do. Now, a real estate agent is usually someone who does not have access to all of the forms that a member of the Salt Lake Board of Realtors will have. Our forms, we have over 50 addendums. The contracts could be very complex. We have a committee and a team that also includes attorneys that have sit down and have gone over and have made many changes to our contracts, and they continually modify those contracts to eliminate any kind of potential dispute. So whenever there's been a lawsuit or an arbitration or dispute in the past over some misunderstandings of the language of the contract, this committee goes through there and they either add or take away or change some verbiage to the contract. Well, the Utah Association of Realtors doesn't necessarily have all of the extensive forms that we have, or necessarily goes through as much as a rigorous process that we do. We also have access to an attorney with the board that we could just call up and talk with. So another thing to consider is to find somebody who does this full time. I can't stress that enough. So many people have like a niece that says, well, I sell real estate, but I work full time. I just kind of do it on the side. I've got my license. My neighbor sells real estate and I really like her. She's really cool. But, she's got a full-time job. She just kind of does it here and there. Well, this is really concerning because buying a home or selling a home is one of the biggest financial transactions, if not the biggest financial transaction that a family or a person goes through in their lifetime. Do you just want to leave it up to somebody who just kind of does this part-time? No, you want to find somebody with a lot of experience. And I say a lot of experience because each transaction is different. And you have to have a lot of experience to get yourself through those transactions. Sometimes, you reach out to brokers and different realtors to learn how to deal with different situations. And it takes experience to go through all of that. You can't just do that on a part-time basis. There are, like I say, a lot of different contracts, a lot of different strategies, a lot of different situations that if they're not all handled correctly can lead to a problem. And also about working with a full-time realtor is usually realtors are connected. Like I'm connected with realtors clear across the country, just about every state. So if I have somebody here in Utah that's looking at relocating, I know who's good and who's not. And part of the reason why I know that is I attend conferences. I fly out, I pay my own way, my expenses, and I connect with other top realtors in the country, and we discuss what's working, what's not working with marketing, the different strategies, what we have learned, we want to pass on. And it's just like a mastermind and an educational experience. So you also want to find somebody who works the area. Now, if you say somebody, well, I just cover the whole state of Utah, well, you need to clarify. I cover Utah, but I don't sell in all of Utah. I refer people to other realtors in the state of Utah. Like, for example, I really don't sell real estate down in St. George. However, I'm well connected with St. George. I have a lot of different realtors and builders that I'm very connected with that I can refer you to. And I know who's good and who's not good, again, through experience and through other realtors. So I work the Salt Lake Valley area and the Davis County and the northern Utah County. So you need to find a realtor who works that specific area and, they're familiar with the different neighborhoods, and different home values can vary greatly depending on the neighborhood. In Salt Lake, for example, on 13th East, there is a difference in value of homes from the west side to the east side, just on 13th East, again on 7th East and 9th East. So it depends on what You need a realtor who has experience, who knows and understands these little nuances of the real estate market. So basically, this is to walk you through the first step, what to do, and that is to go find a good realtor. So stay tuned for the second step.